Coogan Cassius, IFL TV, in association with Macklin's Gym Marbella. With me, I've got Barry Hearn. Still your manor, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still my back garden, but it's obviously been taken over by the everyone who's of any power whatsoever in boxing is here today, including you, Coogan. So
Absolutely.
Congratulations on all your deals. I'm very impressed, and more power to you, mate. Keep it going.
We just want around a pound note. If we don't roll the dice, we never will.
Exactly right, Kookie.
Like that one. Let's talk about KELL Brooke and Shawn Porter first.
Yep.
Finally, looks like we're here.
Last.
Frustrating period for KELL Brooke.
Yeah, I'm so excited for him. Listen, we'll find out if he's the real deal. Simple as that. We all believe in KELL. We think he can win this fight. I think Shawn Porter's very strong. I think he's very erratic, and I think KELL can actually do a job on him. But at least the fight's been made and we get to find out. Is KELL Brooke going to be the next major global star in the welterweight division? We find out in August. I can't wait for it, and I really believe he can do the job.
What's your opinion about his level of opponents he's faced since he's been with you for the last 3 years?
Well, like everything else, you know, you don't get any extra for taking on wars when they don't have any relevance. And for KELL, we've always, I mean, I won't bore you with how unlucky he's been with injuries, etc., etc. The fact is, our job's to get him into position to change his life, and the Shawn Porter fight does that. It's a year later than I think anyone would have expected. He's beat some very decent fighters. I'm not going to try and tell you he's beat world-class fighters, world beaters, but he's been in with some proper fights against people that can hold their hands up. At the end of the day, whatever went before doesn't really mean a row of beans. If you like to say, we've been treading water for too long with KELL, but only because circumstances didn't allow us any other way to go. Now, the wraps are off, there's no excuses, and it's all down to August the 16th, I think. Let's go and do it. Let's change the world. I mean, and we'll find out, don't we? I mean, that's the great thing about boxing. You can protect people, they can look good against a certain level of fighters, and you don't really know until it's for real. August the 16th is for real. It's a great fight featuring a great British fighter who we believe can beat Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter will have other opinions, and so will other judges. Let's wait and see.
Certainly hope so. Matthew Macklin announces...
great. I'm ever so pleased to see Matthew joining. I know Eddie's got some plans for him. The kid's been around, he's been there, he's bought the t-shirt, come up short a couple of times. There's always going to be reasons for that. Judges, officials, quick fights, weight, whatever you want to call it. We'll do the job properly on him. Let's see what Macklin's got left. I think he's got plenty in the tank. We'll see. August the 30th. I don't suppose he'll be in with a world beater that night. That's his comeback. And then someone like an Andy Lee would really tell us who's going where. And they're the type of fights that the people of Dublin would love to see, the people of England would love to see. You know, there's a world championship fight in for Matt Macklin, in there somewhere in that mix. Our job is to get it for him.
Potential showdown with Andy Lee, end of the year?
I think Andy Lee's a perfect fight. The two good fighters, both of them think they can go further. One of them will find out they can't. I like to be on Matty Macklin for that. I like it. I like that fight a lot.
Plenty of shows announced today from Matchroom, Dublin, Manchester, London, Hull.
I know.
It's all happening, and this the new online fight pass, which is...
That's exciting as well, because I think, again, a lot of people can accuse us of sort of, with the exclusive contract with Sky, that we sort of cherry pick the very top of the tree, which is true, we do. I mean, we want the best fights for our broadcaster. But underneath, there's two different types of people that we've got to reach out to. One is the smaller promoters that do a fantastic job in this country. You know, people like Steve West, Dave Colwell, those type of guys need a bit of help. And secondly is there's an undiscovered talent out there that if we're not careful will slip through the net of boxing or will not get their own chance to advance their career. I think we have a responsibility as Europe's #1, one of the biggest promoters in the world, to put something back in the game as well. And also it's to our own benefit. We will discover some new talent. And I look at it as the football process. You know, there's an awful lot of fighters out there fighting in League Division 1. How many of those can go to the Championship? How many of them can go to the Premier League? And how can we go to the Champions League? We've got to give them a structure to come through the ranks based on their own ability. But unless they get the exposure, unless they get the help from the bigger operators, that'll never happen. And I think this is a very smart move. It shows that Matchroom Sport is not just about big pay-per-view shows. It's about looking for real stars of the future and going to the four corners of this great country to find out where they are and to give them that opportunity.
Absolutely. Do you know our interview we done recently? Did you see what that sparked?
All your interviews sparked.
No, but I think when we done that one, I think it's generated.
I think it generated some common sense. You know, especially about sending fighters abroad and things like that. People started to understand a little bit more about boxing. Fight fans enjoy watching fights. Sometimes they don't necessarily understand what goes on behind the scenes or the thinking process behind looking after people properly. And that's what we pride ourselves on, a company that is honest enough to say there are times when you go somewhere for the money. You know what? A terrible thing. We go to work for the money. It's the same thing with a boxer. It's a job. And I think that interview last time, a few people scratched their head and went, you know what? I can understand where he's coming from. And I think that was good. It was positive, and the type of interviews I like to do.
Absolutely. All right, Barry. Thanks for talking to IFL TV again. Mate. Just a quick one. No 30 minutes today, but
listen, I'm always available for you, Coogie. Especially now you're looking so much smarter than you used to when you were skint.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure, mate.